Okay, hopefully the last part of our Excel tutorial. Once again, I'm going to want time and velocity highlighted separately. And I want to go to Chart Wizard, make a chart. X versus Y, a Y versus X chart, XY scatter. That's the format I want. Always check my series, they look good. Next, title it velocity versus time. Time's on the x-axis in seconds. Velocity is on the y-axis in centimeters per second. And I get rid of the legend. Next, and I want it as a new object. So now I get it as a new object. Here are some tools that I don't really want. Move this. All right, good. Now notice that this makes it appear like this makes it appear nicely, like it's basically constant. Seems like it sort of collects around in this region, which is about 115 centimeters per second, which is what we found before, that velocity should be relatively constant, a nice linear displacement versus time graph. However, some people probably see when they first do this that it's very, very compacted. And the reason you get that is because your scale is too zoomed in. So I want to show you how to change scale. To change scale, you double click on the axis that you want to change it for. You go to the scale tab, and that gives you, you can set the minimum and maximum. A lot of people probably would have, for a graph like this, a minimum of 100 and a maximum of 150. And that is going to look like this. It's going to look like it bounces all over the place, and that's no good. That's not the behavior we actually saw. So you want to use an appropriate scale for the behavior you actually saw, such as this one. So that's something that you might have to change on your graphs for various different labs. These are just a few of the tools Excel can use. One other one I want to show you on the actual spreadsheet is that it'll do averages for you. So suppose I want the average velocity. I can do that pretty easily by hitting equals. And then there's an average function, which is AVG, open parentheses. You highlight all of the boxes you want averaged, close parentheses, and you hit enter. Apparently you actually have to write the word average out completely. My old Excel took AVG, but it'll correct it for me automatically, so I hit yes. I'm not making a list, I do not want list manager. And it averages, gives me the average value of the velocity. We talked a little bit about in class how we might want to find the average acceleration. We're explaining why that graph jumps around so much. Here's a quick way Excel will give you the average for you, which is nice, something that you might want to use. So I hope this helps. Feel free to give me any feedback, email, in class, whatever. I hope you utilize this and continue to use Excel to analyze your lab data. You're going to find it a tremendous tool towards getting to really descriptive and full lab reports rather than sort of simplistic and kind of less grounded in the actual science lab reports.